The hardest part about leaving the 9 to 5 isn't the money, it's losing the title. When VP of X disappears, who are you? This is the emotional reality of reclaiming your personal identity and building a life rhythm that isn't defined by your old corporate email signature. No one prepares you for how quiet life feels when the title disappears. One day the calendar is full, meetings, deadlines, a predictable hum of activity. The next day, there is only space. You stand by an empty desk surface, smooth and cleared. You pick up a mug, ceramic cool against your palm, not yours anymore. It belongs to the office. The weight of that simple object feels heavy before you set it back down. Your access badge hangs loosely from your fingers. For a moment, you just look at it. Photo, company name. You unclip it, let it drop into your pocket. At home, you set your suit jacket, your work bag on a chair. You feel the silence. It is not a sharp or alarming sound. It is soft, like a blanket settling down, and it settles inside you too. This feeling is not a crisis, though it can certainly feel like one. This is a simple, human fact. Losing a professional title is a small event to some people, a mere transition on a career path. But for many of us, it is not small at all. For years, your name came attached to a role. That title gave friends, family, strangers a quick place to put you. It was a shorthand for who you were. It shaped your day from the moment you woke up until the moment you went to sleep. It made you someone specific in the vast, busy world of work. When that label is gone, the map you have been using to navigate your life is suddenly gone with it. The world keeps turning, the sun rises, the sun sets, but you no longer have that familiar guide. The space it leaves behind can feel profoundly empty, a vast and uncharted territory. It is common to feel disoriented, like you are floating without an anchor. It is okay to feel lost in this new quiet. It is also okay to feel a surprising sense of relief. It is perfectly normal to feel both of these things, sometimes even in the same hour of the same day. This is the starting place. What we want to do here together is something very simple. We want to begin by naming what is happening inside you. Giving a name to a feeling does not make it disappear, but it makes it less strange and overwhelming. It domesticates the fear. After we name it, we will then offer some small, manageable steps to help you move forward. These steps are not grand promises of a reinvented life overnight. They are gentle invitations, ways to try on a new way of being, one day at a time. The aim is to slowly build a new rhythm for your days. The aim is to reconnect with your core values. The aim is to grow trust in your own ability to navigate this change. So first, let's name the loss. Find a quiet moment and say the words out loud, even if only to yourself. You can say, I feel quiet and a little empty. You can say, I miss being known by my job title. You can say, I do not know what comes next, and that scares me. Words do not fix everything, but giving these feelings a name makes them less abstract and monstrous. Naming them allows you to tell one trusted person, if you choose. It helps you hear yourself and acknowledge the truth of your own experience. You might cry when you say it. You might feel a wave of anger. You might feel nothing at all. That is all fine. The next step is to acknowledge the complexity of your emotions without judgment. You might feel a deep sadness for the loss of community and purpose that your role provided. At the same time, you might feel a giddy sense of freedom from the relentless pressure and long hours. These feelings can coexist. Allow them to. You do not have to choose one over the other. You can be grateful for the time you had and also be relieved that it is over. Holding these conflicting emotions is a sign of resilience, not confusion. It means you are seeing the full picture of your experience. This initial process is not about finding immediate answers or creating a 5-year plan. It is about creating a safe space for yourself to simply be with what is. The world will rush you. Your own inner critic will rush you. The pressure to have a new story, a new title, a new direction will be immense. Your first act of self-kindness is to resist that pressure. Give yourself permission to be in this in-between space. This is not a void, it is a fallow field. It is a necessary period of rest before something new can begin to grow. Your only job right now is to be gentle with yourself in the silence. After you have given yourself a moment to name the feeling, the next step is to gently slow the noise. When a major structure like a job disappears, your mind can race to fill the void with worry, what ifs, an endless loop of anxious thoughts. For just 1 week, try implementing 2 very small moves. 1. Each morning, before you do anything else, do one peaceful thing that is not about work or productivity. Make a cup of tea and drink it by a window. Do a 5-minute stretching routine. Listen to a single piece of music that you love. Do this before you check your email or before you scroll through the news. This small act carves out a moment that belongs only to you. 2. HAQ. Each night, just before you go to sleep, write down 3 small wins from your day. Keep these wins tiny and personal. You cooked a healthy meal for yourself. You made a phone call to an old friend. You took a 10-minute walk and noticed the color of the sky. This is not about building a new resume or proving your productivity. This is about building a steady, quiet rhythm. Rhythm helps self-trust begin to grow. A simple rhythm reminds your body and mind your day has shape and purpose, no matter your professional title. This practice anchors you in the present moment. When you lose a role, it's easy to get lost in thoughts about the past, what you could have done differently, or anxieties about the future, what you will do next. These small, deliberate actions pull you back to the here and now, the warmth of the tea, the feeling of a stretch in your muscles, the satisfaction of a completed small task. These are real and tangible. They provide a counterbalance to the abstract nature of worry. They are small, solid footholds in the shifting landscape of your life. Do not underestimate the power of these tiny habits. They may seem insignificant now, but they are the foundational bricks of a new structure. Once you have started to build a small, steady rhythm, the next step is to make a light list of your values. Notice the word is not goals. Goals are destinations, finish lines, achievements. Values, on the other hand, are directions. They are the internal compass that guides your choices. Values are words that feel steady and true to you. Examples: kindness, curiosity, courage, community, care, creativity, honesty. Your values are uniquely yours. Take a piece of paper and write a long list of words that resonate. Do not overthink it, just write. Circle the 3 to 5 that feel most essential. These will guide you during this time of transition. Put those words somewhere you can see every day. Sticky note on your bathroom mirror. Make them your phone home screen background. Let them become familiar companions. Now, begin to let these values guide your small daily choices. When you feel the old pull of your former title, or when you feel lost and unsure of what to do with your day, pause and ask yourself a simple question. What would my values have me do right now? If one of your values is curiosity, perhaps the answer is to go to the library and check out a book on a topic you know nothing about. If a value is community, maybe the answer is to call a neighbor and see if they need anything. Values provide a reliable framework for decision-making when the old framework of your job is gone. This practice shifts your focus from what should I be achieving to who do I want to be. It is a profound change in perspective. It moves the locus of control from the external world of promotions, performance reviews, to your internal world of character and integrity. Living by your values even in very small ways, begins to rebuild your sense of self-worth from a place that cannot be taken away by a layoff or a resignation. It steadies you when titles and roles inevitably fall away, reminding you that your core identity is something you choose and cultivate every single day. With a basic rhythm and a few guiding values in place, you can begin to test some small projects. The key here is to approach this with a spirit of gentle curiosity, not a sense of urgency to find your next career. Think of these as low-stakes experiments. The goal is to try things that are interesting to you personally, not things that you think would look good on a resume. This is about exploring the parts of yourself that may have been dormant. You are gathering data on what brings you a sense of engagement and joy. Consider trying one small project for a period of 2 weeks. Keep the pressure incredibly low. The point is not to master a new skill or launch a new venture. It is simply to see how it feels. You could sign up for a pottery class at the local community center. You could join a neighborhood walking group that meets on Tuesdays. You could volunteer for a single afternoon at the animal shelter. You could buy an inexpensive watercolor kit and just play with the colors at your kitchen table. The act of trying is the success, not the outcome. If this question has been sitting with you, keep watching. Clarity comes slowly. If the small project feels good, if it fits with your values and brings a little light into your days, you can choose to do more of it. If it does not, you can let it go without any sense of failure. Curiosity is never a failure. You simply learned something. That particular activity is not for you right now. This is valuable information. Letting it go makes space for you to try something else. This process of experimentation helps you discover new interests and passions in a way that feels organic and unforced, rebuilding your identity from a place of authentic interest. This phase is crucial because it helps you detach your sense of self from the idea of being productive in a traditional sense. You are learning to value process over product. You are learning that your time has worth even when it is not being monetized or leveraged for career advancement. You are rediscovering the joy of learning and doing for its own sake. Each small experiment, whether it succeeds or fails, is a step toward a fuller understanding of who you are outside of the narrow confines of a job title. It is a quiet, personal, and powerful way to reclaim your identity. You might think that identity, purpose, and meaning live only in the world of thought and emotion. They do not. They live just as much in your physical body, posture, breathing patterns, energy levels, and sleep. When you undergo a major life change like losing a job, your body often registers the stress before your mind fully processes it. You might find yourself holding your shoulders tensely, breathing shallowly, or feeling a persistent sense of fatigue. Tending to your body is not a distraction from the real work. It is an essential part of it. Small, consistent acts of physical self-care can make a significant difference. You do not need to embark on an intense fitness regimen. Instead, start with something manageable. Commit to walking for 20 minutes, 3 times a week, moving your body, feeling the ground beneath your feet, breathing in fresh air. Movement helps to process stress hormones and creates forward momentum even when you feel stuck. It connects you to the physical world in a grounding and immediate way. Make sleep a genuine priority. Sleep is often disrupted when you're uncertain. Lack of restorative sleep amplifies anxiety and hopelessness. Create a simple, calming bedtime routine. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Read a book, listen to calming music, do some gentle stretches. A well-rested mind and body are far more resilient. See sleep not as a luxury, but as a fundamental tool for your well-being. Pay attention to regular meals, Without daily structure, it's easy to skip meals or rely on convenience food. Eating regular, nourishing meals stabilizes blood sugar and your mood. This is not about dieting or perfection. It's the simple grounding act of feeding yourself. During this period of transition, you will almost certainly encounter a steady inner voice. This voice may sound authoritative and very convincing. It may say things like, "You are nothing without that role. You've failed. Everyone else has it figured out." That voice can sound incredibly loud, especially in the newfound quiet of your days. It often borrows the old map, the one where your worth was directly tied to your productivity and your title. It is important to recognize that this voice is not a true judge of your worth. It is a habit, a well-worn neural pathway that learned your old address and keeps showing up there. Treat this inner critic like a persistent but misguided neighbor who knocks on your door often. You do not have to fight with them or believe everything they say. You can simply hear them, acknowledge their presence, and then politely return to what you are doing. You can say to yourself, "I hear that thought. Thank you for trying to protect me, but I am choosing a different path now." Practice saying, "I am learning who I am now." Say it gently without defiance. Say it until one day it starts to feel true. This practice weakens the critic's power over time. You will also meet questions and comments from others. People, often with good intentions, will ask, "So what will you do next? Have you started looking for a new job yet?" These questions can feel heavy, as if they demand a polished and impressive answer. You do not need to have one. You can answer in small, clear, and honest ways that protect your own process. You can say, "I am taking some time to explore my options," or a more value-aligned answer might be, "I am focusing on finding work that really fits my values this time around." You do not need a detailed plan to satisfy someone else's curiosity. You only need a truth that helps you keep your center. Some people will understand and respect your need for space and time. Others might find it difficult and continue to push for a more concrete answer. That is okay too. You are not responsible for managing everyone else's comfort with your uncertainty. Your primary responsibility is to yourself, to create a space where you can slowly and carefully figure out what comes next, free from the pressure of external expectations. A deeply helpful practice to cultivate during this time is the weekly pause. It is simple, requires no special equipment, and can have a profound impact on your sense of clarity and direction. Once a week, perhaps on a Sunday evening or a Monday morning, set aside 20 minutes for yourself. All you need is a notebook and a pen. Find a quiet spot where you will not be interrupted. This is not a strategic planning session or a time to brainstorm your next career move. It is a moment of gentle reflection and course correction. During this 20-minute pause, you will ask yourself 3 simple questions. First, what felt good this week? Think about the small moments. Maybe it was a conversation with a friend, the satisfaction of finishing a book, or the feeling of the sun on your face during a walk. Writing these down trains you to notice what brings you life and energy. Based on your answers to the first 2 questions, what is one tiny action you could take? If a walk felt good, maybe the small step is to schedule 2 walks for the coming week. If feeling aimless was hard, maybe the small step is to sign up for that one-day workshop you saw advertised. Keep the step very small and achievable. The goal is progress, not perfection. Answer these 3 questions in short lines. Keep your entire reflection to the size of a single page. This weekly pause serves several important functions. It keeps you moving forward in a mindful way, preventing you from drifting aimlessly for too long. It also keeps you from rushing into big, reactive choices that only look like answers but are not truly aligned with your values. It creates a feedback loop where you are constantly learning from your own experience. Over time, looking back at these weekly reflections will show you a clear pattern of what nourishes you and what depletes you. It is a custom-made map for your journey, drawn by your own hand. Try it. Trust in yourself grows in small incremental steps. Self-trust is not an inherent trait, it is a muscle. You build it through consistent practice by making and keeping very small promises to yourself. When you have lost an external structure that validated you, learning to rely on your own word to yourself becomes the new foundation. This process begins with promises that are so small they feel almost trivial. That is exactly the point. You are setting yourself up for success. Start by making a promise you're almost certain you can keep. Promise yourself that you will walk around the block 3 times this week. Then keep that promise. Put the walks in your calendar. Set a reminder and do them. Promise yourself that you will call that old friend you have been meaning to reconnect with by Friday. Then make the call. Each time you follow through on one of these tiny commitments, you send a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am reliable. I can count on myself. My word has integrity. These small acts of keeping your word are the building blocks of a resilient identity. They teach you through direct experience that you are capable of showing up for yourself. This is a quiet internal process. No one else needs to know about the promises you are making and keeping. This is not for an audience. It is for you. As you successfully keep these small promises, you can gradually begin to make slightly larger ones. The key is to never make a promise so large that you are likely to break it, as that will only erode the trust you are trying to build. Over weeks and months, this practice fundamentally changes your relationship with yourself. You begin to see yourself not as someone who is adrift and powerless, but as someone who is deliberate and capable. There may come a day when a new role or a new life path begins to feel right. It might be a new job, a creative project, or a completely different pattern of living. You will recognize it because it will feel aligned with your values. It will feel like coming home in your own body. Until that day arrives, you do not need to rush. Shelter your inner sense of knowing. Make your small steps. Let your days have their own quiet rhythm. Remember that titles are just small, temporary pieces of a much bigger and more complex life. They are useful labels, certainly. They can open doors and provide a sense of structure, but they are not and have never been the whole story of who you are. Your name carries so much more than one role. You are a friend to someone. You are the child of someone. You are a neighbor. You are a maker of small things. You are a reader of books. You are a listener of music. You are a person who has navigated challenges before this one. You carry within you a lifetime of memories, both joyful and difficult. You carry hopes for the future, even if they feel distant right now. And most importantly, you carry the power to choose your next small act. These are the real bricks of a life. A job title is just one room in a very large house. When you leave that room, the rest of the house is still standing. This time of transition is an invitation to explore the other rooms, to see what is there, and to decide how you want to live in the whole space of your life. When you stand by that empty desk again in your memory, you may begin to feel different about it. The silence that once felt so vast and empty may now feel softer, more spacious. You may mentally remove the badge and not feel that old sense of steadiness become unmoored, because you have been busy building a new internal steadiness. You may find that you have established a new rhythm, one that feels more authentically your own, because you created it yourself, piece by piece. This is the slow, quiet, and profound work of separating your worth from your work. It is about meeting yourself with a deep and abiding care, especially when you feel lost. It is about giving your life shape by conscious choice, not by default. This is the kind of work that doesn't just prepare you for your next job, it prepares you for your next life. It sets a steady table from which you can nourish yourself for years to come, no matter what titles may come or go. You were always more than the role you played. The next video helps you structure your day after the 9 to 5 disappears.